it'll be like 2 versions on the chat. I'm still doing it wrong about that's why. Streaming right now. All right, for my apologies again. Eventually, I'll figure out how to use. Eventually, I'll figure out how to use this piece of crap Google Hangouts or YouTube stuff. There's all this encoding stuff, and I keep looking at how to do it, but my patience is thin, so I keep like fast forwarding it, so I can never figure it out. So anyway, anyone who's viewing this right now, I think there's only a couple viewers right now on it. If you could post a comment, and I want to see if I'm actually seeing it. That's how I'll actually answer questions during it. You can post a test comment right now. I'd appreciate it. What does this do? I'm not even sure where that's going right now.
How are they posting?
I think they're posting on YouTube. It's YouTube that they're going to be posting at, because it's not this group chat thing that I'm looking at. All right, so we're not starting yet. It's a typical session. Clearly, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. All right, so we're not starting yet. We're gonna start soon. Just making sure. Can you post a comment? You did?
Yeah, it's 2.
I can't freaking see it. Damn it. All right, don't worry, I'll figure this out. I already signed in. Why is it doing this again?
There's 2, but
Do you have that yours? What do you use? YouTube to see it or what? You're on regular YouTube, right?
Yeah.
There you go. How do you have that? What video is that? Is that the link I created?
that was, yeah, but that was off the channel.
All right. All right, I'm gonna figure this out. It's not 12:30 yet, so I'm not starting yet.
Yeah, none of the chats are popping up.
I don't think I'll pop up on that.
Yeah, none of the chats are popping up.
Where did you get to the chat? I'm in the place right now. How are you seeing the chat?
There should be some over.
Oh,
That shit.
oh, there we go. So this session's a little bit different. I'll definitely answer questions that come about, but I want you to basically see a session of how we work out and some of the lessons that go on from here. But Jay Madsen already has a question. Question: when it comes to balance yourself, do you always put yourself back in center when force pushes you back a lot or slightly? What does that mean? So I guess what you're saying is if you lose your center of gravity, or basically how exactly does one adjust their center of gravity if force kicks in? So for example, in this particular, right here, we're in single sticky hands right now. Okay, we're in single sticky hands. Robert pushes me, and then all of a sudden, look, I'm leaning to the back of my heel. Okay, now there is a grace period for you to make that adjustment as far as whether or not you're still controlling your center of gravity or not. So that's the control and awareness part of it. So if I'm back here and I'm not aware of that, yes, obviously the next thing that happens is you fall back. So the typical reaction that most people do is if Robert steps in, the force kicks me in, and then all of a sudden you see how I try to regain my center of balance by stepping back. Now, there's several ways that this normally occurs. One, the way you just saw right here is the wrong way, where all of a sudden he pushes, I end up back of the heel, and then I catch myself leaning back, and I make the adjustment. The second way is basically I kind of like anticipate the force. So I see him come in, and then all of a sudden I step back. Now that looks good. Like basically the distance between him and me are basically kept the same. But the problem is I anticipated that and moved back on my own instead of the force moving me back and me regaining my center of gravity. So what that actually means is if I'm here, right, and then all of a sudden he steps in slightly and I'm on the back of my heel, a lot of times people will just step back right away and then try to regain their center. But actually from here, when I'm leaning back, I make sure I control my center and then I step back. That's the actual proper development that you want when you actually step back. The thing is, like I've said before, you never actively step back anytime in Wing Chun. Okay, you never actively, the force dictates it and then you step back. Otherwise, if you step back, you know, it's wrong. All right. So since body and hands work together as one, can attack and defense go one-sided or is it against Wing Chun? Yeah, you know, a lot of times when we talk about the single man technique, you know, everything that we do is always involves two hands. This is the base that I have, and my hands are the triangle that everything functions off of. Even if I do Tanzao, right? It looks like I do Tanzao by itself. This Tanzao is only as good as this Wusa because it's two hands to form the triangle. And these two hands are only as good as the base. So if I lose my squareness or if I'm unsquared to the situation and I'm not bound to the target, the structure is not as strong, okay? So I'm gonna work a little bit with Robert right now, and whatever pops up, I'll answer questions eventually again, but I want you to just look at the process that we're working on right now. So anytime you do chi sao, I tell this often, you know, a lot of times people want to goof off, attack, block, and do stuff like that. That's all fine and dandy. But I tell you right now, if you can master the double sticky hand process, this whole motion of that we're doing, everything you need to know about Wing Chun is found within here. Okay, this simple drill seems simple, but a lot of things are going on, and I'll explain it later. Okay. So what did I do there besides just being a dick? When you obviously you want to do what? Control our center of gravity. In other words, I'm vertical, he's vertical. Every single time we're trying to control that on our own. We never want to get to the point where we meet the two oncoming force together, and then all of a sudden, oh shoot, if it's not there, I end up falling over. Okay. So a lot of times, like one of the things I want you to work on is we have the roll motion, and I think we talked about this before. You or Doc talked about it before. when we go forward with this, sometimes our hands, see how my hands are flopping up and down? My hands flopping up and down. It looks almost the same as a regular motion. But look at this. My vertical is exactly in place. But when I go up, this from the stance of vertical here, from the shoulder to the elbow to the hand, look at it. I actually use the power of my stance. Okay? I actually use the power of stance. I want you to start working on it where you feel your vertical, and then from the vertical, from here, you can actually push me from there. Can you push? Sink down first. Start from here, sink down, push. And feel your stance and just see if you can push, elbow push. Try it. Yeah, a little bit better. Good. Yeah. If I'm in this position, right, I want to push from this point onto your center. I want to push. See, if I'm here, this here, I want to push. You should have the power from the stance to be able to push that.
Yeah, but what are you doing with the stance?
Nothing. It's already strong.
The stance is just there.
Yeah, it's already there.
It has to be doing something though in order to push. Where you push it
It's
like
straight. That's all it is. I'm not making any more adjustments to it. I already can control it.
not so much adjustment, motion with the stance.
None.
Because it doesn't just. You're saying that this is stationary, right? There, it's static. It just stays in
It's
place.
static. I have the power already, and I can already shoot it. I don't have to move it anymore. See, look, when I'm here in this position, right? Let's say I want to use the power of air and push with my elbow. You don't see me making an adjustment and then trying to push this off.
Right.
I'm not making that. I'm already here. I'm solid. I'm vertical in place. Vertical play. I can push, and I can push without easily.
I get what you're saying, but how do you actually engage the stance so that there's power? So that they have
You're already vertical. Yeah, I have control of the center of gravity fully. I'm not like this leaning forward and then I gotta push in there. There's so much force. Look, I only need so much to control the vertical in place. Everything else is able to unleash the power already in the arm. Push, yeah. Push, yeah.
What's pushing?
Elbow, your elbow push. Your elbow push, you feel the power of it. This shoulder is connected to the body. Now you can push with the elbow. You have the base to push. You want push it. Yeah.
I still feel like I'm using.
You are, that's why. Watch, push again. Okay, try again. So you're trying to lift up.
Yeah.
See, when I push, look when I push. I'm not going like this to push up. My vertical is already in place. My vertical is in place, boom, I can push. You don't even see me make any adjustment from that. I can already push from that. The floor is solid, right? The floor is solid, you can jump off it already. You don't have to have that sensation of, oh, okay, now I'm here, I gotta push off it again. You already have that, it's solid. That's what you're looking for. That's the power of the stance that you have. Try push. Your whole stance is still moving. I don't know, can you see? Look at the video and try push.
Hey,
You see it?
I can see it. I don't know how to fix it though.
Nope.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
It's like, okay, make a fist, right? You already have the fist, you feel the power, push it. Push. Yeah, like if you're here, I have the power, I can push. Push. Go to me, push. Just extend out. Feel it already, feel solid on it, and then push. Don't jab it. Just extend it. Elbow push. Elbow push like you do a push up. Yeah, like that.
So I know the body isn't supposed to waver at all.
Yeah.
But the thing is, somewhere in there, I'm feeling like a disconnect because from the point, like the initial point right here, I feel it, right? But then the moment I want to move, I feel like I have to create momentum in some way.
Yeah, just from your elbow. My here, I don't create anything. My elbow's here is still bent. You have the momentum there. I want to push, I can push. You're here, don't make it too complicated. You feel vertical, feel solid in the stance, push with your elbow. Then try that. And you feel that.
I feel the kickback.
Yeah.
Like right as I.
You know why there's kickback? A little bit better. That one was a little bit better.
Does it have something technical to do with my stance, or is
Don't freaking wait. You gotta stay straight. Don't get up and push off the stance. The stance leave as is, and from the stance then push with the elbow. A little bit better. Still,
I feel it.
try again, push. See? So look at this scenario that we're trying to do. And it's a simple process, right? I want to stand. I have my stance. I already am vertical at this point. Okay, that means I don't have to make any further adjustments with the stance itself. So from this point on, what I want to do, if I already have the power of the stance, I'm already controlling my center of gravity. Push. That's all I'm asking to push. But how do I do it so I don't go like this? Pushing with the body, right? Or leaning back with the body. I'm here already. You have it. Feel solid. Push. Right? Try again. Feel. Control the center. And from there, feel solid. Push off the elbow. Push, push, like that. Then you don't add anything on there. See, if you can see, there's a little kickback every single time when he's doing that. Why is this so significant? Because every time you roll, the vertical stays in place, right? And then you're using arms to create the triangle going forward. But if you don't have that in place, where from here, look, if I have my elbows pushing, elbow push, elbow push, elbow push, elbow push. If he doesn't control that, like he's trying to push forward, like he can control it, then what happens? He leans a little forward, or he doesn't use the power of the stance. I think in a sense, your momentum you're still trying to draw your momentum from the hand to lead it, not from here. It's already from here. Feel from here, and then just push. Start. Don't look at what the stance is doing. Start from here, go from the elbow, and then from there, just sink. Feel the shoulder sink, and then push. Like that.
Elbow was out of place before.
The elbow can be anywhere. You just feel the power of it. Use the stance. Feel it just stemming from the stance itself, and then just push towards me. Yeah, a little bit better. A little. A little bit better. More. Not bad. But that's the same concept. The same concept is exactly when we roll every single time. Okay? But that's why when we roll, every single time when we roll, that solidness of the stance, from here, look. See, if I use a stance to push, moves are okay, but still not using the stance really. Okay. This one more. Let's sink. Roll again. More. Yeah. It's good. Body push. Just neutralize the point. Don't misinterpret. I'm not pushing. You push against it. It's a wall, and we neutralize each other. I'm not enough. Yeah. A lot of this adjustment here. If the elbow is like in this position here, right? Yeah. That means he can only attack the half side of my body. His elbow has to be out this way. Then he can feel the center pushing towards my center inward, right? You feel that? So you just have to keep working on that. So you feel the sink. The elbow sinks in this direction, right? But if it's this way, like the angle is off, like the angle is like this, in this position. If this angle is in this position, it's off. It's got to be here to aim to my center of gravity every single time, okay? And by the way, since we're still on here, and I know people are starting to come by, you can ask questions and I'll eventually get to them, okay? If you have questions of anything that we're doing in the segment, go ahead and ask. If you have any questions unrelated, it's fine. I'll eventually answer it too, okay? Extra motion. This one dangerous. If I'm in this position, right? I'm square to you, you're here. This motion, I have a line still to shoot. You turn this way, right here, harder for me to shoot. But this way, right? Even though your triangle is aimed this way, from here, easier for me to shoot. Yeah. So you adjust it just from here. The cut, just a little cut like this, will change. I have to change a different line from that. I have to go a certain way to adjust that. So a lot of times when you roll, you gotta see the end position is you got either, if his guns are aimed at you, make sure something's in the path, right? Don't leave it where the gun, I'm here, I end up blocking, and then all of a sudden this gun is aimed at me. This is no good. I mean, if I do a motion, I can get shot easy. So I have to do a motion where all of a sudden, look, I change it so the line of the shot is not good.
I have to change.
You have to change it constantly. Technically, I don't want the gun number aimed at me. So you're constantly battling the lines every single time. Extra motion, right? Extra motion is pretty open, but it's okay. Extra.
Feedback.
Yeah. It's okay. Emotion, go with it. Go with it. Yeah. Sometimes we're not moving, right? So right now you're sunk. But look, this motion here, you're touching. Where's your aim? Yeah, now you're aiming at me. So now when you aim at me, then you have a different reaction to it. That's gonna happen quite a bit. Like I've said before, the hands can be aimed at the individual center every single time. That doesn't necessarily mean you're targeting towards them, right? There has to be the intent to actually shoot at that spot, because right there, it looked like he actually lined up to me, but there's no intent to shoot at that point. So easy for me to actually control it. You don't move and then try to regain target every single time. You gotta have target every single time, every motion that you do, okay? Good, that was not bad. So this position here, this way. I go down with it. That's a long way. Actually, I'm here. I go this way, right? Yeah, right there. See? Run into it. You can run into it from that. That's a common mistake that everyone does. Even I make it sometimes too. You try to block the hand. Don't block the hand. Intercept everything by going to the center line. Put your triangle into the target every single time. Not bad. Yeah, because right here, no target. Target me again. Then go to it. Yeah, so you do a totally different motion. Yeah, point. The point control, also the point has to have a target. Notice when you did that motion, you went a totally different way.
Right.
When you try to go back to the center after you don't have the center, right there. So we'll target me here, right?
But this is one of the, that's the example of I'm aimed, but there's no target in the sense of the point, right?
Well, be aware of the point, but yeah, now you're aimed to me. Now, here you're just touching.
Yeah.
Here you're directing me to my center. So I go to the center, then you have a different motion from that.
Ah,
I want to get a haircut for the live stream.
Huh?
I want to get a haircut for the live stream.
Still have to get a haircut?
because I think bitch at floats.
That's like Ken saying he gets a haircut.
It's more about the experience.
So there, this is bad. This is a bad point.
It's okay. Bad point, just aim to me though. So if I go this way in, go with the force. I'm going this way. I'm going this way. Yeah, that way. Or if this is so deep in here, step in. No, other way. This way. This way. I'm going this. Yeah. Step into it. Wasted move. Wasted move. Every motion that you do, if you flow, you should hit. Flow, hit. If you flow, and try to hit, you wasted the move, right? Almost ready to ask?
Yep.
Just trying to bring up Lee's confidence. Wasted move, right? You're here, adjusting here, and I'm ready to shoot, right?
Yeah.
Doing the best, right? If the guy shoots, I have the gun aim at you, you flow to hit, not adjust to adjust. Right, we talked about that. All right, this session right now, Doc's here with us. And we're just gonna work first on rolling. Let's just do basic rolling, inside, outside, regular, okay? Just a couple minutes.
Inside and both hands.
Yeah, just regular roller. I just want you guys to work on your rolls. So I'm basically letting them roll first, and I'll make some corrections afterwards. And sometimes you want to do that when you teach. That's kind of my habit too that I try to break. I see a lot of things that are need to be fixed, but let them play around with it a bit. Let them work on it a bit, and then you can see from there. That's a reference point of what to work on and what to fix. All right, most of you guys are doing this. So an issue that everyone always has with the roll motion, if I do punches like this, what's wrong with my punches?
They're not releasing.
I'm not releasing it. So if I do my roll motion like this, you're not releasing it either. The sensation of the punch, of releasing the technique, you feel the stretch. You should feel the stretch, which leads to the sink, which leads to the straightness of it, right? Okay, so you should feel that stretch for every motion that you do. If I'm doing bangsa, I should feel it. If I do bangsa, I should feel that stretch. I'll exaggerate. You should feel that stretch. I do taza, I should feel that stretch, right? I do fuksa, I should feel that stretch for fuksa. But if you can hold it like this and you don't complete it, that force kicks in and you'll feel it right away in the shoulder. Okay, feel like you're almost like completing like you're swimming. You're completing a full stroke to do it. Okay, try it. Stop. This is not complete. That's complete. This is like here is a suck. This is suck too. You don't feel the sink. It's relaxing. Right? Go one more roll. This is not complete. Feel it. Try to push towards the center. You don't feel it, right? You go like this. Here. Now you feel it to center. You feel that? Yeah. Okay. It's not much, right? I mean, from here to here. There's a difference whether or not you're sinking, whether you're sinking this way or you're sinking this way. Okay. A little bit better. Yeah, finish the motion. Do you feel anything in the shoulders anymore? You should, if you look in the video, you still feel yourself trying to sink in the chest and bounce the stance here. So just feel the tension. You feel the tension here, right? The back. You feel that straight line tension. Just feel that tension. That's it. Keep it stationary. Keep it static. Work on that. You have a tendency to try to keep adjusting it. Right there. Where's the tension? That's the tension. Maintain that tension. Good, better. Let's work on that for a minute or so. Better. Complete that box output back. The hands on you more sync too.
Yeah, I feel it in my shoulder.
Yeah, because you keep from here, your rotation is this one. You gotta drop it. Let it drop. Let it drop. All right, any questions on this? Much better. Just you gotta keep that in. You know, the same stretch motion. You gotta feel. The wrist motion also from high fruit styles, if you look at it, it's wavering. It's either flopping like this or it's tensing up like this, right? It's not swimming correctly when you do it. These are all very basic things that you do, but I tell you, if your roll looks really good, if you got the motion down for everything, tan, bong, fu, and you have the squareness, you have the hands working in sync, the roll, you see how someone rolls, you can see their skill right away, easily, right? All right, so I want you to work on, let's just work on the basic attack, roll, pop, okay? Try to do, don't block it first, do 10 times each side, and then we'll switch off and then let's try blocking it afterwards. You can step in too. You guys have an idea of it, so you can step in. Right now, I'm just kind of letting them play around with it first, and then we'll go over detail on how to get that palm strike to work.
Sure.
Good. Or I'll finish yours and then I'll make the corrections. All right. So I'll start off before correcting. Do you have any questions regarding the palm strike? Do you feel you can get the palm strike through?
Timing feels off.
Okay, the timing's off. Anything else?
I feel like oftentimes it's hard to open the structure, and I feel like I'm kind of forcing through.
Okay. Both of you had a recurring thing when you were doing your you're doing your palm strike. When you're doing your palm strike in this position, after you flip to tan, you're trying to go 1 and then 2. Okay, you're trying to break down the motion, go 1 and then 2. Too late. That's too late. You can't go 1, open, and then 2. By the time you open, you gotta go through, right? In other words, don't open the door and then start walking through. While you open the door, you're walking through that motion. And that's why you see a lot of times when you're doing your tanzao or you're doing your palm strike, you feel yourself 1 and then like this. You feel it like rise and then get blocked right away. Okay, so a couple things to remember with the detail of the tan first. First of all, if he's controlling this point, right, I want to go forward, right? But right now he's controlling, let's say he's equalized and neutralized this point of touch on here. So I don't want to drag this point or slide it off right now. So I want to go forward, but I want to change the point. So all at one motion, I'm changing the point. See how I'm from here, I'm touching at this point here, and then from here, I switch. I'm switching. Look at my elbow position. It switches 2, right? See how I switch it? I'm going here and going forward. So right there, I'm already changing. But I don't go 1 and then pop. And basically, if we were to break this down, right? Here's tan, and this tan motion cuts for the control, right? I have that control right there to cut, and then I change to here, still going forward at the same time, and then 3 would be pop at the same time. So that's all in one motion. So if I'm going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, all at once. You see that? I'm not going 1, 2, and then pop. So both of you were doing that. You're trying to open it up and then walk through. You gotta get the timing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, hit. See how I'm timing that down. Okay, so I wait basically till the very end where it looks like I'm almost finished with the motion. When this motion is about to cut, I switch the point, I'm going forward, and I hit all at the same time. So that's a little bit more detailed on how to do the palm strike. The second thing, okay, this triangle is involved. So when I do my palm strike, it's not like, oh, I'm going to do it really fast and that's how I'm getting it through. Okay, that's not the case. When I'm doing it, I have a triangle aimed at him. So this hand always plays a vital role. Think of it. One hand controls, one hand attacks. So at this point, his center of gravity is in perfect place. But when I go like this, let's say when I go forward like this, I am passively going towards his center of gravity. Okay, so look at Robert's right now. His center of gravity is 5. If I break it down and this goes really fast, when I go like this, look, when I go forward, do you see that? Right there, his center of gravity is right now at the back of the heel. Let me exaggerate some more. There, it's in the back of the heel. Okay, from this motion here, when I go like this, he's in the back of the heel right now. So once I initiate that, once I have that control, I control him going forward towards him, and then this is doing that cut, that whole 1, 2, 3 process. By the time I go like this, he's on the back of the heel, I'm already hitting at the same time. Okay, so look, okay, so that means I have to stem my force is here, goes all the way to the elbow, to the shoulder, and down, look, right here. Can you see that? He sinks, right? I'm adjusting it, his center of gravity is I'm controlling to the back. If I don't have, and the one thing that's hard to understand is I'm going forward, but I'm not trying to seek that control. I'm just trying to control myself. And in turn, by controlling myself, his center of gravity automatically gets planted in place from that. That makes sense? I'm not trying to go like this. He's here, stay in place, and then try to pound him like that. I'm not trying to do that. What I'm trying to do is from here, when I go forward, I control it, and then I pop. Okay? So that all of that you're trying to do at the same time. From here, right? When I go forward, if I go forward like this, see how I'm extending my arms out like this? You go active. You go active, it won't work. From this point on, when I go forward, I'm passive. Look, my hands hasn't moved. My body moves. And then right here, see how he's controlled right there? By the time he's controlled right there, I'm hitting. Okay? And actually, the timing is even better. If your timing is better, is right here he's planted. See how he's planted? But when he comes back up like this, see how he rocks back in place? When he gets compressed at this point, when he gets compressed here, when he comes up is when I'm hitting him. That's exactly when I'm timing the hit. Because when he bounces, it's one thing. If he bounces, he takes a hit, right? He's taking a hit. He's here, compressed, gets a hit. But when he bounces and then comes up, then he goes into the force, and I have more power involved when they do that. Okay? So look, nice and simple. I just get the timing involved, right? I get the timing, hit. See? And I try to block, hit, right? Hit. See, every single time, just hit. I just get the timing involved, hit. I don't even have to do it fast because the key point here is that control. When I have control, hard for him to block, right? Why? Because if he has a center of gravity in place, then he can easily jump, right? But look, right here, he's leaning back. Right here, he's back in the control. But here, he's leaning back, hard for him to block. See, it's all about, you look at it in the terms of whose hands are better, whose hands are faster. No, who has the dominant center of gravity control, okay? So right there, try working on that. Stay square, 2 hands, 1. It's basically like that. Look how smooth I try to do it. 1, 2, hit, right? Hit, see? Even he tries to block, hit, every time. Nice and smooth. I'm not using muscle, I'm not using speed. Okay? Let's try this.
It's okay. It's kind of, sometimes I feel like it's.
You're still waiting. You're still waiting. By the time you step in, this is already shooting too. You're waiting for this to rock back, and then he's leaning back and then trying to shoot this late.
Okay.
It's like doing pocket punch. I don't pot and then punch. Pot punch, same time. Okay? Finish the motion. You gotta finish the motion. That time can't be like halfway like this. It's gotta be at the 0 point for you to make the best adjustment. When you do an attack, at the 0 point is the best.
Okay.
When you do a block, at the 0 point is also the best.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting that. You need like a pipe or something. Well, you're gonna have an easier time crossing his legs. Let's be fair. Finish the motion. Don't worry. Complete the Tanzao and the Futsal. You're still positive. So when you finish this, you went in, and then this is like here, and then here. You're still positive.
So the time between finishing the motion and starting
Finish the motion and then shoot.
So then
Then shoot.
So we go slowly. So you
Finish the
Here,
motion,
right?
finish, and then
one more time. Come back this way. Finish the motion and then.
no, you did not finish the motion. If you look at your count, it's like this. Yeah, that was not finished.
Okay. So that's something. So okay. So then.
Come, guys, come back here a little more. Yeah, right there.
Bring this from this way, right?
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Finish,
There.
then go forward. Yeah, like that. When you go forward, you're already shooting. You're not clearing the line and then shoot. All this is happening at the same time. I cut, I clear, I shoot.
All at the same time.
All at the same time. By the time this is doing this, this does all three, you could say. Okay?
Okay.
Still wait. You go up, then forward. Yeah, like that. Like that forward. One motion, do that.
So the up isn't really like exaggerated up.
No,
it's just that. It's
if
just
I
that
just go like
shape.
this is called wetzel theory. This point here is a touch. This point here, I change. This point here is already going forward. All
In with
one.
movement.
one motion. Now, if you think about it, we do a lot like this, one, then two. It's one motion a lot, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with this. Try it. Finish the bottom back. You gotta finish that motion. A little bit better. A little bit better. A little bit better. Good.
I feel like the futsal motion should complete at the same
Now
time.
look at your foot.
Yeah.
Which way is it
Over that
going? This way.
Okay.
Sink the elbow, then push.
Okay.
Sink the elbow, then push.
Late. That's right.
I'm still going up first. By the time you flip, shoot forward. Shoot forward. Yeah, like that. Okay? Like that. That is shooting forward exactly. A little delayed. Keep trying to flip then turn. Just forward. Towards the target. Finish the motion. A little delayed slow. Still going up, slightly up. To the target. Right. The other try. This is also, you've got two things going. This is going back and this is going up. Then right from here, when you're here, pulls forward. Not this one back and this one up. You can't get to work. Pulls forward. Just from here. Feel the same, don't worry. From here, you're already at this position here. Forward hit. See the timing's a little off. Try again. Forward hit, boom, same time. Yeah, like that, see? Same time. Does that feel, it feels like this? Yeah. Square, look at the square. Just look at the square. You're doing a push-up, an even push-up. Push-up. This one extends a little bit, but this push-up, right? Try again. Push-up. So, initiate, this is a push. Because this is already turned here, this is your push. Push. Yeah, like that, like that. Feel that? Same time. This is coming in forward. Don't go here. You're still thinking palm first. Same time. Same time. Control. Hot punch. Same time. So like, don't worry about the flip. Just shoot. Once you're done time, don't worry. Yeah. Just shoot. Don't worry. You're thinking flip and hip. Just shoot. Once you finish time, shoot. Yeah, a little bit better. But this fade is back.
The one before that, it didn't.
Don't fade the fluke. The flukes cannot fade. Still fading back. Fluke. Still fading back the fluke. Still fading back the fluke. Don't screw the attack. Don't worry about the attack. Focus on this. Control this. Don't worry if the time is out for this. Control this. See it. Don't let it collapse. Try that.
You can't press it up there.
Still. And don't tighten it up. Just be aware of the point that you're touching. A little bit better. Yes. All right. Go slow. Go slow. 1, 2, here. Make sure, okay. No, here, this is great area, right here, not push. You're not in there. Right? When you finish this motion here, aim right here towards my center. Now step in. Yeah. You gotta be aimed at me. It's no good if it doesn't aim at me. Just don't worry about what this hand is. Make sure you aim and step in. Yes, perfect. You gotta aim. Can't just go forward. It's like doing Tan Bong Fu and you've got no target. When you roll, every roll motion has an aim too. So when you roll up, you have that aim to my center and then step forward. Okay? Try that a couple more times, just a fluke. Make sure you are aiming at his center when you step in. Yeah, better. That's better. It's better. Just that. It's okay. Don't use tension on the wrist though. That. Let it flow. Don't tense up the wrist as a point. 1, 2, right?
Yeah.
You got it. And then 2, 1. And you can see Doc's wrist, it's tightening up when he does that. That has to be controlled and relaxed. Doc, same thing with you. When you go high foot, you have no aim. You're aiming here.
Yeah.
Aim, finish the roll, aim at him. A little bit better, but there's 1 and 2 for the hit,
Yeah.
right?
So slow here,
Right here.
but right.
Stop right there. Are you aimed?
No, I'm off there.
Yeah. See, these are simple things. You have to target the thing, but you can see when you're working on getting the coordination for everything down, even just the simple fact of aiming at the opponent is a very good, you can say, daunting task to it. A little bit better. Try again. Not bad. You lost the squareness of it. Don't focus on the hands, right? Target is there. Your base. Your base will support the 2 hands evenly. A little bit better. A little bit.
It's really hard to keep that focus all the way through though.
But still
Yeah.
up and down.
Yeah.
You can see
And I'm feeling it kick right into my shoulder.
because when you're going up,
Yeah.
you go up, you feel the drag on here.
Yeah.
And then you try to push through. Right?
Okay. So
Because if you all attacks that you do,
Yeah.
when I do an attack, if I go up like this and here, I can feel that I'm running into that.
Yeah.
Right? But by the time I go here, look, see, I don't feel any interference.
Yeah.
My hand is clear to hit. You see how I clear the space when I step in like that?
Yeah.
But if I go like this, see I feel the drag here?
you actually bumped into it yourself.
I bump into it. You never want the attack to drag. But look how I'm clearing. I'm using the clearing from this point here. Right? This one I can feel the interference from this point here. But same thing, same time, exact same time. See, by the time I shoot, look how my timing's off on this one.
Oh
You
yeah.
see how I go up and
Yeah.
down? That's you guys were doing that.
Yeah.
And still kind of breaking it down 1 and 2. Right?
Okay.
1 and 2. By the time I shoot, by the time I push, shoot. Yeah. So again.
I can feel that my target's off with futsal because I'm searching at the time that I'm doing it.
Okay. You're leaning in.
Yeah, and I can feel that pressure. That was the other thing I was going to say. I can still feel it in my shoulders because I'm pressing.
Yeah. Step in. Step in. Collapse. Collapse. All right, take a med break. See, coordination, you know, obviously when there's so much thought involved in all the things that you're juggling, it makes the body stiff and hard to control all these other things. But look at all the stuff that you're doing. I gotta, obviously my vertical, I have to keep it in control. But if you watch these guys, you see sometimes the vertical is being lost in play. That vertical has to be in place every single time. I have to be square every single time. So my hands aren't uneven at this point. I have to target every single time. Otherwise it looks like my hands are aimed at, it's not, all right? I have to apply both hands passively, right? If I go like this, see how I'm trying to apply it this way? Look how I apply it. See, okay? Again, if we do this, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. See, by the time I go in, it's already in, right? I think sometimes you guys maybe are waiting for it is open and then I'll hit, right? Some do you feel like that? And you're like not sure if it's going to be open. You gotta just from here. My triangle hit, right? By the time I step in, it's hit. See if you can get it. You try it.
That makes the timing slow.
Yeah. Right there. That was the right timing. Everything's good there. Perfect. Can't get 2 in a row.
Try.
Try.
Let's see.
Try. Aim.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't
All right, try again. You guys try. See, I hear
I think I high fuck myself.
I hear you build confidence. You can, I believe you can do 2 in a row.
Let's try. I feel it go up. Oh, God.
This is a typical class. Very depressing. You went up, right? You went up, right? Even when you shoot, just aim to them. Aim center. Like that one time you aimed to everything was at the center. It was perfect.
You just take that one clip and then slice it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now let's do animation.
Okay.
Okay. Part of the shoot, hand. Let the body push it. Let the body push it, right? Let the body feel the body push. Your vertical, boom. Let it release it. Collapse. Complete the roll. The roll plays much of the timing involved. Make it a good roll. Everything falls into sync. You know what? Oh, you're too close to completion. Yeah, I think you actually completed it. You went. Just before complete. Don't complete it and then do that. Your timing's off then. Just before you complete it. Right? You're hard to see, but I can see it. How they do it. So I get paid the big bucks. To suffer along with that. It's like, this is so easy. Just step in. So delayed. Collapse and delayed. Pulls forward. Pulls forward. A little bit better. With the target, one target at the end of the roll. Make sure you target. Target. Just aim to the center. Shoot. Little bit.
Come up again.
Not bad. That was better. Still a little collapsed, but that was better. Finish motion, right? The roll has to be clean. Complete the move in order to get the timing down. Your hands are too far out, Doc.
That late. Class.
Yeah. Stop. Look at the hand position. When I go like this. You guys, when you finish your hand position, look, my elbow's here, my elbow's here. Right? Look at that. When I go roll, finish. Right? See, exactly the same. Boom.
Yes.
But if I go like this,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, this is gonna clap this way.
Yeah.
That squareness has to be there. All right, let's work on a couple more minutes, then we'll switch topics.
Just more finish my shoulder.
I didn't feel a kick so much in the shoulder. It's, you know, you gotta move from the face. I think that's the key word. It's hard. It's just the feelings are.
Don't worry about the touch of the chest.
Okay.
But by the time I don't have to touch, I don't have to know that it goes through. I don't have to be like this. Right? I don't have to be like this to know that it's here. But if I have the timing down, 1, 2, see, I already know it already hit it. See?
Yeah.
I don't even worry about that. 1, 2, see, already by that time, by that right there, it's already hit.
Yeah.
I look for the squares, I can shoot already.
Okay.
It's open, and the line's clear, I can shoot already.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the tap in the chest. I'm looking for the squareness. I already know, man, that shot will go through. You did the same as him. Finishing time fully and then trying to do it. Your timing's out.
So I was feeling for, I guess the mistake is like I'm trying to feel for that cut before I go, but that's too late.
Yeah, you're trying to feel it.
Actively.
You're trying to feel for the cut and then you're trying to do this.
Yeah. Okay.
You just feel the natural flow of the finish of the move.
Yeah.
And by aiming at the center, you do all that.
Okay.
Right? You can't feel for that. It's so quick. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That's so smooth, right there.
Yeah.
Right?
I felt
That's perfect, right there. Yeah, a little bit better too. Yeah.
So the difference is also if the movement comes from the base.
Yeah, 3, not bad.
From the base versus like you're saying, like you're trying to feel for all this stuff that doesn't work.
You don't feel for all that. Those are me telling you the stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
When you're trying to feel for this, then you're trying to feel for the change and you're
Yeah.
trying to aim to the target.
Yeah, it's too much. Okay.
What, just trying to feel all that? You think Negrock can do that? Where's Negrock? I thought he was coming.
It's moving.
Is he moving it?
He has to move everything out before Tucson.
Late.
Good. Okay.
Late.
Yeah. I'll try a couple more and then that's it.
You do the same time with the other side.
Don't say that. I believe you can.
How'd that feel? That sounds good.
That was okay.
Yeah, a little correct.
You get two in a row. Not bad. The timing wasn't. It wasn't. Just shoot. Don't freaking juggle everything. Just shoot. Yeah, that's nice and smooth.
Yeah.
That was good.
If there's one thing to focus on is target. I think if you just focus on target, it should all fall into place.
Yeah, not bad. See, I believed in him.
It's just positive comparison.
Censored.
Can you make a commitment to be more like positive?
Okay, that ended after like January 2nd.
Yeah.
I can't handle this shit anymore.
You went up.
Yeah,
You finished it. You finished your con.
no sense in pulling out of that.
Carlos? She's out with dogs.
Couple more.
Left hand.
You extend it out.
Yeah.
Time is low. Just a pinch on.
Yes.
Finish the motion. Like get as close as you can to finish the motion. The time was a little too quick. As far as you weren't even close to finishing the time. A little bit better.
You know, my target was off, and then just shoulder and came back.
Right.
So, and then when that happens, I could like totally feel it kick in.
All right, take a break. Bye. See if there's any questions here. So as you can see, that's how I'm going to be working on that. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe more.
And 45 minutes.
Maybe 45 minutes. That was a basic drill, right? That's that's double sticky hands, palm strike, trying to get the timing down, and it's not freaking easy. It's not freaking easy. It's not freaking easy to do. The concepts are all simple. Everyone knows what to do. Stay square, control your vertical, right? Aim at the target. You know, all of that's perfect. But you got to have the coordination to be able to do this.
Turn it towards you.
All right, let's see some of the questions here.
What's so frustrating is that, like, totally makes sense in theory. And
Oh, this is easy.
that's the thing,
No problem.
you know, and just can't do it. It's like grabbing a 2-year-old and telling them, what, man? What's hard about that? Or a 1-year-old, it's just walk.
All right, I see some of the questions popping up here. All right, some of the questions. So let's go a little detail into this. Either one. So, you know, I briefly talked about being active and passive as far as being always passive is a key thing, you know, because then you can always counter it. But a lot of times people think being passive is waiting for the motion. So, for example, if I'm in a simple Tanza position here, okay? Yeah, I think you can see it here. Now, a lot of times, if he punches here, you see people try to, of course, obviously, I want to block it. That's what people are thinking. I want to block the technique. And that's all good and fine in the beginning, right? I want to block the technique. So, but if he punches and then I'm actually trying to turn and to do the tan, that means I'm going active with active. He's actively punching, and then I'm actively trying to block him. And next thing you know, we're clashing into each other, and neither one can get the timing down. But in actuality, when I'm passive, that means when I'm passive at this point, okay, this motion here, if the balloon is properly in place, right? If the balloon is properly in place, I don't move my hand to do the block, right? If I'm in properly in place, I'm aimed at it. He starts to initiate the motion. Look, right there. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to exaggerate it. He starts to punch. See, he turns my hand, and I already blocked the motion, right? So from here, I'm in Tanza position, aimed at the center. He starts to move right here. He forces my hand to actually turn, right? I am not here, and I see his attack, and I turn, right? That's me being passive. I touch, he's stuck to the point. He makes me, he basically blocks himself if I have everything in play. But if I go like this, he punches, and I try to block him, I'm being active at that point then, and then hard for me to counter, okay? But look, if I'm passive at the point, he punches, look, already, he automatically forces a turn. So if that's the case, he punches, boom, and I'm passive. So I can hit, because I haven't done anything, I haven't invested anything, but he's invested in the hit, I'm not even talking, I can hit right away, easily, right?
I can't block that.
From here, he moves, see, I can still hit even if the timing's a little off. Because right then and there, by actively opening your mouth, the only thing you can do next is close your mouth. So by actively attacking right now, and I'm still passive, right here, he's actively attacking. He's engaged his muscles at this point. So the only thing he can do is first he has to relax it, right? He has to relax it, and then he can block, right? Because he's active at that point. But since he rolled my hand motion, my motion hasn't done anything yet. He rolled me to this jump stop position. So at this position, I haven't done anything, boom, I can just hit. Because I have not done anything yet. I'm totally passive at that point. Everything we do as far as blocking, attacking, functions off that same theory. Who's the first one to talk, right? So, Raph, you were asking, that's an example of how we're doing it. If I'm doing it from here, look, I'm rolling like this. A lot of times people are just seeing it like here, oh, he's just punching and he's trying to get the punch through. But in actuality, when I'm doing this punch, right, I'm feeling this motion. My hands are passive, right, at this point. If I go forward, my hands are still passive. If he ends up shooting or talking or doing something for this motion, what? Boom, I can easily punch, right? Roll, roll, punch. See, look at the timer. 1, 2, punch. 1, 2, punch. See, he can't stop it. The timing's there. And then what you don't see is from here. When I go forward like this, right there, you see, he kicks back in a little right here. A little too tight, right? He kicks back right there. He kicks in, and he can't do that. Because once he kicks back and pushes against me, he's no longer interested in blocking my hand technique. He's more interested in running into my hand and sticking to that point. So right away, 1, 2, boom. Right here, boom. I see it's nice and smooth. I can slide it through. All attacks function the same way. But if I try to go like this, try to put them, see, he blocks me right away too. I go actively like that, I'll be blocked automatically too. Okay, so that's why the hands are always passive at every single point. By being passive, I have the ability to counter him every single time. All right, let's do a sequence here. Let me goof off. One block, one attack. Or do you want to do simultaneously? Let's do blocking. One guy block, one guy attack. Stop. You notice, even in this hand exercises, you notice like sometimes when you chi style, just like how I say open and then hit, you're going one and then trying to hit. You got, yeah, it's the same situation. You can't open the door and then, okay, is it open, then walk through. When I shoot, if I press it like this and then I try to shoot, it's late, right? Or if I try to go like this and then, oh, it's late. By the time I do the motion simultaneous, you got to shoot out the attack. And both of you are dragging your attacks in, okay? No motion's complete. Your body is not enough. Roll. Yeah, you're gonna feel in the shoulder if you keep like this look down here. Finish the motion. Finish the motion. That attack was better. Good. Good. Reset back. Paper beat, you gotta be in the thing. You gotta be in the picture. The Pornhub. Stupid card. Yeah, like that, see? Yeah. Now when you shoot. Too tight now. Okay. Too tight. When you see yourself trying to block the attack, you're way too tight. Right? Good. No chase back, no chase. You can center back. Move your feet, get your center back. Keep moving your feet. Let's see arms up, let's do another. And move that feet, move the feet, control your center. Preferably, your chest is better.
Man, it's hard to. And slowly, it all starts. The focus starts coming back to the hands. You know. And there were moments where I'm like, okay, structure, things are working, and then it goes right back to the hands. Right? Attack again. So I'm gonna try to.
Better. Let me back on in.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
So initiating too soon. Active that punch. Try to punch it better. Usually kind of a punch. You only do one side. You notice that? Yeah. This side, this side does not help you to get the punch out. This you're literally just trying to shoot the punch from one side. That's why this one's beating all the time. Okay. Forward to turn. Finish the roll. How do you say? Because also your box size is not complete. Your box size is here. Look at my box size.
Yeah, it's kicking instead of
Yeah, which way? This is to the center of gravity. This way, that's why you always fade off from here. If I'm here, this way, see? Right here. If you're here like this, that's why.
This one intense.
Yeah. Take a little break.
Ah, that
a
last.
whole bunch of fucking shoulder presses.
I know, right?
Ah!
Hey, at least you're in shape. I'm jealous.
Round of shit.
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
You got it.
This is not about prayer.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Scratch.
No. This.
Alright, stop for a second. Part of the issue that a lot of people have is when they apply an attack, right? You notice it, is they emphasize just so much into the attack. If I want to do Paksao, they're putting a muscle, almost like gripping to apply the technique. So in other words, if I go like this, I go Paksao, and then Doc blocks. So you can block that right away, because as soon as I put tension here, he has a force to deal with. The next thing you know, it's easy for him to counter, right? Easy for him to counter, because I'm giving it solid, and then if this is solid here, I can get pushed back right away. But if my hands are here, look, my hands are relaxed, he can't counter that, because it's totally passive. I'm doing it passively. I go actively engage it. Look, right away he does it. I'm passive, passive. Passive as he goes through, right? Active, as soon as he does this, I give a springboard and then he blocks me right away. But my hand, totally passive, passive, see, passive. Even he knows it's coming, it's hard for him to stop. He has to be really passive in order to counter my next technique. So a lot of times you see the technique, pop, lock, whatever it is. A lot of, think of it, they're gripping to put the tension on. You gotta kill that, right? You gotta kill that ability. Try it just like this, try here, you're here. And then just try to do simple pop punch and see if you can get the pop punch through. Not just block it in whatever way. Yeah,
This position.
yeah. Can you see that the muscle is kicking in, and then he's reacting to the muscle, and then it's kicking back to block him? Did you feel that? You feel a kick out, right?
Yeah, I can feel it going to the point.
So active. That's what I'm talking about. Whether a technique is actually active, whether the technique is actually passive. Like being active at the point you feel yourself block, you feel almost like the clash of tensions happening every single time. Doc, you try it. See if you can apply it. There.
Front punch.
Yeah, you just touch right there. It doesn't matter. Robert, can you react to it or?
It's like it just kicks right back in.
It's fine. You can see when you apply this motion like this, you're applying the force here, and that force is bouncing you up.
Yeah.
I'm here. See, it's passive, simple.
Again. So the difference is like here.
A little bit.
I'm still feeling it here, right?
Yeah, if you feel a kickback, you're putting muscle back in.
Yeah.
If you feel a kickback as soon as you apply the technique, you're putting tension that you don't need. It's like here's top, and then now you're putting this as a top. Or here's top, now you're putting this as a top.
Yeah.
Right there. You can actually see it.
You know, it's like you just focus on the target. It just happens. It's like crazy.
Muscle.
Yeah, I can feel the kick. So if the application like with the punch versus that, but the application of pasta, like
I just
I'll
push
show
it
you.
around the pocket as long as I clear the door open. Move muscle. Get active.
Like I already feel it here. I can't. There's no point in trying. But I guess the motion then. I guess the question is how does the motion originate? Because like with the punch, it's like
Same thing. The motion originates the same way as the punch originates. But it's whether or not how you apply it in there. You can see the tension kick back in every single time. See, muscle needs that. Muscle needs that to be fed in order for you to counter it.
almost like pointless. The question is, I guess, what's the difference in the approach?
The approach?
Yeah.
My technique is relaxed.
Yeah.
So when I go like this, I don't feel any kickback. You're adding more onto the technique to apply it. I'm here passive. I haven't put anything in it. Passive every single time. But I put the brain weight. See,
Yeah.
It's almost like a kick in the line.
Yeah.
You block me.
Can I try anything? So here, I guess this, so is this passive? Oh, I'm so pushing.
So push it. If I kick back, you'll feel it right away. See?
Yeah.
Feel that?
Yeah, I mean, you can see it like shake.
Yeah. That one went a little bit better.
Okay. So what felt different there is the body was behind it.
Yeah, try that. Maybe that comes to you.
Watch that work. One more.
Let's do it from a distance.
Yeah.
Let's do it from here. It doesn't have to be that far. Do it from here. Pop punch, right? You pop punch from this distance. Yeah. And block it however you want to block it.
So
Either pound or pop. You gotta apply it now. You still have to apply it. Don't touch and then pop and then hit. By the time you touch, pop and hit.
No, it's hard to describe the difference between the two times that it felt better. It's like when it works, it feels like the body's behind it. There's like no effort.
Yeah, because that body should be active.
Yeah.
If you feel the tension, then the hands go active.
Yeah. Switch.
Did you kick back? Look at the hands. Look at the target. Great. Yeah. Try again.
Try again.
Same side.
You could actually even before the touch too.
Try this from the touch here. From here, so active is this, right? Do you feel the hands tense up versus this feels like
Yeah, the last one.
and I can feel that it was different, but I think it's what's hard to understand is the like getting the body behind it. So then from here. I always feel like I'm lifting right before I make contact.
Yeah. What you don't see also is how much motion there is. If I'm here, if I'm here at this position, and you're in here, you're seeing how active that motion is. If I'm here, I'm passive. Then you won't even react. See? I don't even have to do pop, right? See? You won't even react to the block. I say passively pop, right there. You won't even react to that motion. Yeah, I'm passive. Everything I control. My hands, my body. But even my hands, look, I can move my hands like this. But within the triangle, It's passive. I go like this, you have reaction to that point.
Yeah.
But within here, I go from here, right there. Boom. Boom. The second one, I close it. You can breathe without touch too. Wing Chun is fun.
Someone. How's that feel? That actually didn't feel as tense on my end.
You can see when he's initiating attack.
Yeah, I can. It's like, but I can't. I don't know. It's like it's just something that just kind of happens subconsciously. Just come in. So if I just start foam touching here.
So, what happens is, don't you feel hand heavy?
Yeah.
It should be hand heavy ever. Oh, almost.
It's tense, right?
Yeah.
So if this, it definitely feels different when I'm not pressing, but what I'm feeling, what feels different is that whatever force there is, it's like, it's not too much on one end or one versus just kind of all very kind of, it all happens at the same time.
Yeah. It's no different from how we were doing the pop strike, right?
Yeah.
Control hit same time.
Yeah, everything
Block
like
punch
happens at
same time.
once.
It's on do your attack at the same time. Open the door and walk through the same time. And everything's related to each other.
So can we go back to rolling then?
Right.
So then even then with the roll, that everything happens at the same time. If all the movements happen at the same time, then there's really no, then there shouldn't be any yapping or anything. No tension.
You should never be. Yeah. You're reset.
Really against the force there.
Too tight.
Yeah.
You better plug it, bro. That's much better. If you do it more naturally, then you can actually take the head off it. Then.
Ooh, sorry. That's right. So, the triangle.
Here.
Oh, this way.
Feel that both of you, when you feel that motion, you feel that press upon each other.
Mm-hmm.
you do a slow motion of all your attacks and stuff that you're doing. You'll see a lot of times you do a motion and you feel punch, pop, and you'll feel boom, this pushback. Or I lock, and then you feel the pushback every single time.
Yeah.
If you actually slow mo the video, you'll see your apply technique, boom, it feels pushback. Pop, boom, you feel pushback. You pop, boom, you feel pushback every single time. And that's just basically you going actively trying to apply the force into that technique.
Okay, so, okay.
Right? You feel that a lot? It's like clash, 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 clash every single time. Right? When in fact, right, when I do an attack, right, if I put, it's almost like you go like here. See, I'm trying to put this emphasis right here instead of just from here. 1, 2, 1, boom. See? I give him nothing to counter, right? I give him nothing to counter. See?
So does that come from a lack of center control?
Right here, just doing that or from here, right? If I go like this, he has a reaction from that.
Okay.
But see, I give him nothing. See?
Oh, okay.
See, I give him nothing to counter from each motion.
Yeah.
And if I go boom, boom, each time, like every single time you feel, not only that, when you put that, don't you feel your center? Boom, you bounce off your center. You're bouncing off your center. You're bouncing off your center every single time.
Okay.
So that's a part of your control. You control how much you put into that hand technique.
So that way you're actually working doubly hard to try to control your center.
Well, oh yeah. Well, you're forcing your own bounce off every single time. Pay attention to that. How are you doing it?
Too tense.
That attack was okay. That attack was okay too. Right? Kept it relaxed.
Yeah.
Direct, same time, and don't put anything into the attack. Stay passive off that.
That's my defense falling apart.
Trying to block it, that's why. Block, go with the force stock. You can feel it. Go back to that attack. Can you do that attack again? It was a chop.
Here?
Yeah. Where do you end up?
Not at the center.
Still not at the center.
I ain't at a double.
Your hands are here.
Yeah.
You went for a chop. You can't do it. Because right here again, where am I aiming at? Now I'm aiming down the center. But your hands are just here. Your hands are just touching here. Of course you're gonna move. Try to touch it. Just a touching point here. Both aim right here directly. Then when he moves, move to the center. This has to complete this. This is sunk. Right? Don't chase it up. Sink. Feel the sink. Right at that point. Then just follow it. You're still raising up.
Yeah.
Still raising up. Take it out, take it out. You too tight. You won't feel it.
Yeah, pull up this side.
You can get that attack better through if you don't pull this away. Control it in. A little bit better. Aim it. Aim that bottom when you do the shots. And shoot it. Yeah, a little bit better. Right, don't fade away. Stretch. Feel the stretch first. Stretch it out. Maintain that stretch. Good. The only reason it's slightly off is you're planning the attack.
Some of it.
Yeah, it's a planned attack. So even if it's a planned attack and you do everything perfectly, that thought is tolerable in itself.
Yeah.
No plan. I put the triangle forward, and then from there I roll from it. Relaxing more. Good.
Just relax it and it should focus attention.
Yeah, take a break. All right, so that's it for today. You guys can still work out still, but we're gonna stop the feed for now. If you have any questions, this video will be up later on, and you can watch it again. And here you can see a typical session as far as how we work out, details that go into it. Luckily, everyone's happy and encouraged. Look at Doc's video. He's going like this.
Ken's texting me right now. He's like, stop holding in.
So anyway, hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned a lot. And again, thanks for being part of Kirin Rise University.